So I've been trying to find a way of making it easier for students to find project ideas. And one of the ideas that I had was, could we get ideas from somebody's Google Scholar profile? Now, I thought this might be quite easy, but actually it's been a little bit more challenging than I expected. I think I tried it with ChatGPT and it just couldn't access. So I've tried this with Gemini, Google's Gemini, a Google product for a Google product. So this is what I've got. So using this as a starting point, and this is my profile. From the research here, provide 10 project ideas suitable for a final year computing science student project with this supervisor. For each, provide a title, 100-word summary, possible outcomes, resources needed. Produce references and a reference list at the end. Okay. What I found interesting, though, is if I click on deep research as well, it's going to have a quick go at doing this. So this is just doing it normally. It'll be ready in a few minutes and so on. If I click on Start Research, this is where it starts to get a bit more interesting. It takes a lot longer, but what you get out of it is both what could be good for the students, but actually good for the researcher whose profile it is, for me in this case. So it's going to the website. It does take a while, so I am going to pause the video in a few seconds. But it does something interesting stuff at the end. So just coming back while it's doing some stuff, I will pause it in a few minutes, well, a few seconds really. It's quite nice. It's telling you what it's doing, it's showing that it's thinking, for want of a better phrase. They've used that for thinking. So we'll come back when it's finished. So it took a few minutes, not massively long, but it took a few minutes. But it's done analysis. The bit it's done for the researcher is it's analysed it's put down a number of projects. It's found some useful stuff, and then it's gone into detail about them. So that's the bit for the students, which is what the primary one was to begin with. So it's pulled out some papers that make up this. I quite like the fact it's actually given a little bit more idea about where and how this could be done. So, if we look at predictive traffic congestion modeling using machine learning and urban topology data, yeah, it's given some possible things that can come out of it. Hardware needs, software. This is really quite nice. But I do like the fact that it does a summary for me, if you like, of my work. And how it can align to these, what kind of research area it matches. I mean, every time you do it, it'll be a little bit different. I've run this one a few times, and sometimes it gives me a much more tabulated form and shows primary areas. Sometimes it links with other things, so how it compares with what's market needs, if you like. It's kind of cool.